you're doing well. I thought I would just give you an update of how things have been going. It has been a pretty busy week. I think I mentioned this, but we had a teacher that the evening of the second day of school, she was walking to get ice cream or something and fell, and it has just greatly affected her, and because of that I have needed to step up and help cover her classes, and I went and visited her in the hospital and set up, like a meal train thing for her. So that happened, the evening after the second day of school. And so that has just affected things and made things a little bit busier. And just getting back in the groove, doing online school again, and just everything. And I don't know if us going back to school and not being around constantly is the reason that Thomas has been acting out, but Thomas has been acting out. He got a hold of a bottle of Febreze and sprayed it everywhere and completely emptied it. And then he got a hold of Dan's spray cologne and used it up completely. And then so our bedroom smelled like cologne. And he did that now twice. And so it's just trying to figure things out, figure out, okay, does he need, more attention from us? Do we need to switch around our schedule a little bit? What needs to happen so that this doesn't happen? I'd say even the twins in some ways have had different times, when they've just acted up because they're used to having us around for essentially the last 5 months. So, and as you can hear, Thomas is having a moment. So I'll talk to you in a minute. So, yeah, Thomas has been struggling a little bit. The twins have had their moments of struggles. Thomas is crying upstairs. I can hear him right now. And so that, that's just been rough. It just adds another element to it. We're like, okay, so is it best for one of us to stay at home and teach online school from home, but then, are we going to be able to give our students the dedicated time they need? There's a babysitter here, and because of having the twins, we actually have 2 people here. So it's, I don't know, I think he's just testing the boundaries, and I think, it's just something we'll have to work through, and an adjustment and that kind of thing. And so, yeah, I don't know, it just seems like there's always something. And then I have an iPhone and an iPad, and I have my earbuds or whatever that came with my iPhone, that have the cord. And so, but with the type of iPhone I have and with the iPad I have, they just have the one plug-in. And so today I went and got an adapter so that I can plug my iPhone or my tablet in to charge and still use my headphones at the same time. And then I get home and I can't find my earbuds or my headphones or whatever. And so it's just like, oh, I don't know, if Thomas has hid them. I don't know. I just don't know. And I know, maybe it's just needing to be more organized, but it's just one thing after another with Thomas right now, and the twins, and yeah, I don't know. I think as much as in some ways, I think we're, excuse me, excited to be back to teaching and, excited to be back to a routine and things. It's just really, really different this time around because there's nothing really extra that we can have as a family to look forward to. There's no sports on Saturdays. There's no, community sports or anything like that. There's no really going to the beach. We could go to the pool, but it's just, it's work, and even today we found out that there's another level of even just going to the store or mall or whatever that's just going to be more work and more effort. So we've had to wear masks since like the middle of March. So wearing a mask is nothing new. And honestly, it doesn't really bother me. Don't talk to Dan about it though. He doesn't like it. And then a couple of weeks ago, or a few months ago, some stores started like contact tracing, and so you'd have to fill out some information, give some of your information. But now, we do the contact tracing every time we go to school. We do the contact tracing now anytime when you go to any store. You're writing down your name, you're writing down your address, you're writing down your phone number, and you're signing it. And so it's just and yeah, it's a lot. So hey, let's say goodnight to the little buddy though. You come say goodnight. Love you. Say night night.
Night night.
Night, bud. It's like a Sour Patch. He can be sour, and then the next minute he can be sweet. He turns it on and off whenever he wants. But what little kid isn't like that? So, anyways, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I think with all that, it just makes you think, okay, when I'm in the store, like, I was in the grocery store, so I'm sitting there saying, okay, what do I need? Because I'm afraid if I walk out, that they're going to make me do it again. And so, you don't want to forget anything. And I'm not good at making lists. I'm not good at meal planning. So it's just different things to think about. And then Dan was taking Thomas to speech today and texted me and said, hey, I was at the mall getting groceries while Thomas was at speech, and one of the guards mentioned starting next week they will not let you in the malls unless you're wearing a mask and a face shield. And so I was like, oh. And so later in the day he went up and picked up face shields. We had heard that if you took public transportation, so here, is it like a jeepney or a taxi or a tricycle, that you were required to wear a face shield. So our thought was, okay, we won't take public transportation, we'll just use our car and use our motorcycle and avoid public transportation, which I don't like public transportation here. I'm grateful for it, for when we absolutely need it, but it definitely has its moments of difficulty. Our house is not the easiest to find or explain, like, where it is in general, and you do not have to know the city or directions or anything to be a taxi driver. I don't even know if there's real qualifications to be a taxi driver, and so it's a pain to give directions. So anyways, and depending on how the person drives, a lot of times if I'm sitting in the back, I'll start feeling sick. And then there was the one time when the taxi dropped me off and I went to the back to get my groceries out of the trunk, and the taxi driver just started driving off with my groceries. And so, anyways, we avoid public transportation. But I did end up taking a taxi today with a friend. And so I knew I would need a face shield for that. And, but come to find out, we're going to need it for everything. And so it discourages you, from getting out. It discourages you from doing anything, which I guess is kind of the point. But yeah, I don't know. So the good news is I don't think we need any big things. It'll just be little groceries here and there. And there's a little grocery down the road that I think we can go to for the most part. And I'm so grateful. We have a fruit and veggie stand right down the road, walking distance. And so, yeah, they have fruits, veggies, eggs, rice, and it's just been a big blessing. So, yeah, in the midst of everything, I'm reminded to count my blessings, and I know the Lord is good, and He will see us through all these challenges, and we will come out on the other side stronger. And I truly believe that. So thanks for listening to me ramble, and I shall put some cute pictures up of Thomas. We'll see you next time. Bye. God bless.